Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelby. I'm the owner of the Gift Gala Candle Company, and I get to make pure soy wax candles and ship them all over the United States and Canada. We are full steam ahead into April already, and I cannot wrap my mind around it. Like, where did March go? Where did February go? I'm still at Thanksgiving, honestly, so here we are. This week I had a lot of things to get done, even though it's not technically candle season. I've been fulfilling wholesale orders and getting so many new spring and summer scents ready to launch. And my little boy had surgery on Wednesday, which took me out of the shop. And honestly, like, as a small business owner, every single time I take a personal day for myself, even though that hardly ever happens, I still feel this immense amount of guilt that I'm not physically in my studio fulfilling orders, pouring candles, whole 9 yards. And a lot of times on my personal days, I do respond to emails, I do respond to messages. I basically take work with me wherever I go. And you think about a normal 9 to 5 job, when those employees are off or when they take a personal day, they get to leave work at work. And I don't know why I carry that guilt. I think it's a small business owner thing that I just feel like that I need to be available 24/7, 365 days of the year. And that was something that I said that I was going to work on in 2025. I haven't decided if I really have gotten any better at it or not. And after I've taken a personal day, when I get home, I feel the need to go into my studio and work until midnight. I think so many small business owners can relate to that. So this week, along with fulfilling wholesale orders and some really beautiful spring orders and some wedding favors, I have also been working on some new releases for kind of like spring and summer. I did do a spring release earlier back in like February with a couple new scents, and I really want to work up to releasing 6 new scents each season. I'm a little behind for summer. I really wanted to have these scent blends like solidified and the listings up and ready to release clear back in like the end of February. But here we are. Life happened. I've been busy with other new releases, so I'm not going to penalize myself for that. We're just going to do like a spring-summer combination type release. So I'm really super excited about those. I have like 20 to 30 scents that have been like the real OGs for me since like the conception of the Gift Gala shop 7 years ago. And I do tend to migrate to fall and winter scents, and I feel like I'm always heavy on releases at that time. So for the last couple years, I've been trying to bring some new, fresh, almost like signature scents in the spring and summer. And I am so excited because I feel like I have 6 of them that nailed it. These scents just smell expensive. I also have a personal touch that makes me want to just bathe in all 6 of them. So I'm really excited to release all of those with you guys this next week. I'm going to try to get them released this next week. Several candle makers do a pack type box, so I've gone back and forth on doing like a discovery box, and I think that's something I'm also going to launch hopefully in the next week or two. I've been working on the labels and the cute little box. There'll be 6 2-ounce candles, and I'm thinking about tossing in a couple wax melt samples because I have this succulent mold and they are so cute and wax melts. So anyways, I can't wait for you guys to see those and enjoy those and test out our new scent blends before you have to commit to a bigger size. As you can see, my off season, which candle season for me is basically August 1st through Christmas, New Year's maybe, basically the holidays. When it gets cold, when everybody wants to cozy up with a book, you know, that is your candle season. I stay super busy in the spring and the summer as well. And that's probably because I've diversified my sales channels. And in terms of sales channels, I just mean I do wholesale. So I'm stocking boutiques and stores this time of year. And then I do a lot of custom candles for events. So like baby showers, bridal showers, weddings. I mean, it's wedding season. So that's something that keeps me busy through the spring when candle season isn't in full swing. And a common question that I get, whether it's from DMs on Instagram or even my friends and family, is they want to know what I'm doing in my off season. They're like, so are you working or what are you doing? And the answer is yes, I work 24/7, you know. We've already established that. If you're a new candle maker, these are probably things that you need to know to just help you navigate this time of year, because you're going to see a huge surge in your orders in the fall and winter, and then you're going to see it taper off in the spring and the summer, and you're going to be like, whoa, what happened? And that's just part of the industry. So I just want to share with you guys a few things that I like to do in the spring and summer that keeps me busy along with fulfilling orders and packing orders. So one thing I do this time of year, and I especially do it now that I'm flying solo and I don't have some help here in the studio, is I get prepared for candle season. So here at the Gift Gala shop, the starting gates open like the very end of July, and I live in Texas, 110 degrees in July. In terms of my creative mind, I am not thinking about fall candles and winter candles. I cannot think about it being 30 degrees when it's 110. I don't care if I go turn my AC on and light my fire in my fireplace, I'm still not vibing with it. What I try to do is in the spring, about this time of year, I began working on all my fall releases. Last year, I really concentrated on Halloween because I had never had any type of Halloween candles, and I feel like that was a whole market that I was missing. So memories keep popping up on my phone, and I'm seeing all of these Halloween labels I was creating this time last year. In terms of deciding what your scents are gonna be, what your releases are gonna be, what you're gonna stock. You know, some candle makers even start pouring their fall and winter candles right now so that way they can be prepared for when those seasons come around. Because when candle season takes off, you don't even really have time to think. That could just save you a lot of stress and a lot of time. I personally do not pour a whole bunch of my fall and winter candles just because it is crazy to me how my customers change the type of scent blends that they're wanting to burn from year to year. I do have a few favorites, if you will, that I do pre-pour when it gets closer to the holiday season, but for the most part, I just rock and roll and pour everything to order when candle season starts. Main thing that I'm doing right now to get ready for the holiday season and fall and winter and all of that is I'm just nailing down what scents that I want to release, what type of labeling. I go back and I audit all of my labels and think, okay, is this still in trend? Is this something people are still gonna want in their homes? And then tweak them a little bit if I need to, or just leave them as is, or create something completely new. When I get in that design headspace, I just like run with it. And so I'll end up having probably 30 new designs, that of which I probably will not release all of them. It's nice to have a big pot to choose from. So like I was explaining earlier, another thing that you can do this time of year, if you're a little slow or you have some downtime, is to go ahead and read. My phone literally just died after I had just been talking for the last 30 minutes, so love that for me. So really interrupted while I was telling such a great story. I need to go finish pouring some wholesale candles, and I would love for you guys to come along with me. If you guys haven't noticed already, I love to talk and I love to chit chat, and that might get super mundane and boring, but I hope that me sharing my journey and my experience will help you in some way. Whether it'll help you on your candle making journey, or it will validate you as a person to know that I've gone through things and I've survived, whatever it may be. I just hope you can take something away from these videos. So another thing that you can do this time of year if you have some downtime is research some different sales channels. That might be going to market. I've personally never done a pop-up or been to a market with my candles, but I would love to. I always say I'm going to. Every year I say I'm going to, and I never have the time. I stay busy with retail and wholesale. Maybe for 2025, it's in the cards for me to go to market or do a pop-up in Stephenville. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. Another avenue you might want to research is wholesale. I don't think wholesale is necessarily for everybody, but if you're wanting to make candles 365 days out of the year, or if you are not wanting to have a storefront, you're wanting to get your candles out into the world, wholesale could be a really great option for you. I personally do not have a storefront, nor do I want one. I don't want to deal with the overhead and the rent and all the things. I just like being in my cozy little studio, but I do love wholesaling. People that are interested in wholesaling my candles can buy them on Fair or through my website. You can just email me and I can send you our catalog. Wholesale has been a really big adventure for me in 2024. That was my first year. I just kind of dipped my toe into it and I didn't really know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. And I do think that I could do more in terms of marketing to prospective wholesale customers. And I also think I could do better with emails that I've collected from people that are interested in wholesale. So I am working on that this spring and summer too. Like I said, there's so many things that you can be doing in the off season. Keeps you busy basically as a full-time job. I understand that not all of those things are making instant money. And that's just something you learn over time. Having your own candle business, you learn when to save money, when to get lean, you can order your stuff in bulk. All of those things just come with experience. Another question I get really often that goes along with navigating the off season in the candle world is how do you keep your morale up? If you're not seeing this huge amount of sales coming in every day, how do you mentally stay up here? The biggest thing that keeps my morale up is that I know candle season is coming. And over the years, this has gotten a lot easier for me because I've developed a lot of different things that I do in the spring and summer that keeps income coming in, like wholesale or event favors. The main thing is just knowing candle season is coming. It's not that people don't love your product. To your diversification, this is a great time to offer some other fragrance items aside from candles. Because candles are a feeling. People buy candles because they want to feel something. That moment when you light the wick, this beautiful flickering flame dances in front of you. It's not just the smell, but seeing that flame makes you feel warm and toasty inside. Well, in the summer, people don't want to feel warm and toasty because they've been feeling warm and toasty outside. But they do still want their spaces to be fresh. So experimenting with diffuser items, or maybe even possibly incense or vehicle diffusers. There's a lot of different things that you can do to sell to make money right now if you're kind of in a pickle and didn't really realize candle season takes a dive this time of year. So the morale boost is just something that you learn over a period of time. If you are a new candle maker, just know I'm sitting here, imagine me holding your hand, giving you a hug. You're not alone. Your products are awesome. You're gonna do great. Just hang in there. Candle season is coming. I also want to take this quick moment because I've been seeing a lot of chatter on Instagram about this. It is completely okay for you to have a second job. I don't know where this weird stigma came from that when you start your small business, you're unsuccessful if you have to get a part-time job. I don't know how many candle makers I've seen kind of go through this over the last probably 6 to 8 months. And it hurts me for them to feel like that they don't even want to tell their community that they just got a part-time job along with their candle business. I'm here to tell you there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I, of all people, totally understand how this season is. This does not make you a failure as a candle maker. And I just needed to say that because I don't want anybody to feel bad for what they're doing in their life. You do you, boo. And another thing that I do in the off season is enjoy my personal life. I have a beautiful little boy. I have an amazing husband and family and friends. And the spring and summer is a time that I get to splurge with them a little bit. Because during candle season, a lot of times I'm pulling 14 to 16 to 20 hour days when things get really, really crazy. And that just goes with the territory. So this time of year, I get to stop and smell the roses instead of stopping to smell the candles. With that, I think I'm gonna call this a day. I need to go pick up my little boy. He's been riding around in the skid steer with his dad, which he loves. I probably won't be able to pry him out of there. As always, I appreciate you guys following along. Again, like I said earlier, I hope that there's something you can take away from my videos every single week. And I'm just so grateful for each and every view, comment, like. You guys are the real MVPs. And like I asked last week, if there's something in particular that you want to see, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you want me to talk about, whether it's an experience, whether it's a how-to video, let me know. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.